Always be plugging. Right, we're ready. Let's go live, bitch. See how that works. Watch this. By the wonders of modern technology. Check this shit out.
Is this where you spend 5 minutes going, are we live? Are we live?
Yes.
Are we live?
This is the segment. It's sponsored by no one.
Yeah, it's a full segment. Yeah.
And ironically, we're not. Because I didn't hit the. Oh, yeah, I have.
We are. We are live? Yeah, we are live. Yeah.
No, we are live, I think. Let us know if we're live, guys.
We are, yes.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Ray's already told you.
There you go. Suddenly the chat goes crazy. With,
are we live?
Yeah, we are definitely live. My throat's still shafted, innit? I can't do the live thing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fix Show 131. Have it. All I can say is, in between coughing up my spleen, Rolly Ray, there, look at Rolly Ray, look, ladies and gents. Let me tell you a little story about a man called Rolly Ray. We get over there, myself and Jay the Wank, who is joining us today on the bottom corner of your screen, looking all sexy and trim with the world's most expensive haircut. But more about that later. Yeah, here's something up for up your bum. All I can say is, when we arrived, in walks Rolly Ray and Sandris, and after Jason slapped him about a bit, I cast an eye over.
It was only a love tap.
Well, it was like a Ray style slap on it. He loves a bit of slapping, does our Sandris. He loves it. He does. But yeah, I looked at Ray, and Ray has lost enormous weight. We are talking a significantly smaller version of Rolly Ray.
Sexy
and
Ray.
Apparently just as strong, ladies and gentlemen. Tell him, Ray.
It is true.
It is true. So does this mean that you still would have been able to do something with Ryan?
I don't know. Like we talked like there's 4 or 5 weight classes between us. Let's see where his journey takes him and where my journey takes me, and eventually we're gonna meet each other. But you know, right now it just doesn't make sense in my head. Like even because he of course he's bigger. He thinks that imagine if I win him again. It's like,
oh my god,
there's no point. Like like for me too. Like I'm giving away 24 kilos or something at least. Like what's the effing point for that? So fans,
is it not just that you want to ride the win for as long as you can?
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, I would.
I'd
never pull him again. Just so you can be sat down as old guys. If Ryan goes on to an amazing career, he can be sat down and you'd be just like, remember that time? You remember that time?
He says
I'd be avoiding him like Devon's avoiding me.
I'm like, yeah, me too.
He's going to be pushing. He's going to be chasing for it. I'm actually surprised Chance Shaw has not been chasing down Ryan now that Chance is miles bigger. I thought he would have done it. I thought he would have already been in there.
Oh, there was some call out already on Facebook. I saw a post like Ryan was giving tips to Zurab, and then said, "I'm going to give you tips how to beat Zurab," and things like that. And maybe they want to do it again. Why not let them do it again? But
it's got to happen. I actually think this. Oh my god! It's only the old guy. It's only that old mother. Let's have a look. Here he is. Here he is. And amazingly, he's got better lighting than I have, and he's in a car. All right, old lad.
Hi, Engin.
Hello. We were in a restaurant, Devon and Sean and Class, Luke, and this young future star from Ukraine. We had very good conversation. I think if that conversation was recorded, I think it would have 1 million views minimum. But we didn't.
Minimum million.
Yeah, trust me, it would, But
so, ladies and gentlemen,
some conversations are just not meant to be recorded, though, Engin.
Exactly.
Yeah, and a good few of the ones we had at East versus West weren't meant to be recorded for all the right reasons. Yeah.
We are in taxi. This is our taxi driver.
There he is. I hope he's better than the taxi driver we had on the way to the airport. Let me tell you that. Yeah.
So how are you guys? Did you guys rest?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
15 hours sleep I got.
15 hours sleep.
15.
Jesus Christ. What are your dormouse?
Well, I didn't sleep Saturday night. I had an hour.
It is
And
because
every other
Neil
night was
snoring.
only 4 hours. No, I left Neil to rest and I went down and had a few drinks with the pullers.
With Julio Rolio up there.
Julio
We've
Roll. Well,
almost missed his flight, Engin, as usual.
Ray had to leave us early because he thought he had a 2 o'clock flight and it turned out he had a 8 a.m. flight, was it?
8
Ray?
a.m. flight, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, he don't care though. He's hardcore. He's the original rock and roll arm wrestler, is Rolly.
I was at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. I was home. At 6 a.m. At 6 p.m. I was already in the gym till 9 p.m. So it's fine.
Absolutely outstanding event, Mr. Tersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
If I do
We
say
all
so
made
myself.
it possible together.
Hey,
amazing. It
not
was
bad
amazing.
for an older guy, Engin. Still got it, son.
What's that?
Not bad for an older guy, that. You've still got it. You know, all you missed, you needed Ray on the card.
Yeah. We will have him.
Other than that, pretty damn good, mate. I mean, I know you'll have been doing lives. I haven't actually caught any, but I know you'll have been doing lives like hell. Just going to knock over a couple of super chats because it's going to fly off screen. Phil Woody, UK. Hope you're well, Phil. Thanks for tuning in, checking it out, mate. I know you'll have been watching East versus West. Hope you enjoyed it, brother. Stizzy has come flying in with a super chat. He's put shout out, Neil. You're a staple in this sport. I think it stapled my own nose to the bog floor on Saturday night, mate. I was absolutely knackered. He's put true rock star of arm wrestling as expected. You kicked ass at this event. I nearly kicked ass at this event, and it was James's for snoring in the bedroom. Let's have a look.
I weren't the only one. Check out the membership videos. You'll see.
Check out them member videos, and it's a double header. Let's have a look. No one commentates like you, one of a kind. Thanks for all you do. Well, there is a secret behind that, mate, because I was powered by Jim Beam and Coca-Cola, supplied by Rolly Ray, who did the rest of the bottle himself, although Ryan might have been somewhere along that track. Oh, you're on mute, Roland.
Hey, drunk Ray is the best Ray. We all know
It
that.
is a very good Ray.
He's a very good Ray.
Yeah, and he was very present the other night, wasn't he? I'm on the throat sweet, son. That's how desperate I am. Henry
We'll
Bowers,
hire you as long as you have a drink.
That's it. Henry Bowers all with a super chat. He's put, Ray is finally off cycle. How dare he? How very dare thee? What are you talking about, Willis?
Cycle. The guy just competed, tested event in WAF
Yeah, he did.
a month ago.
Yeah, that's why he's banned. Now, Rolly. Face like that, mate. We know you're clean. We know you're clean. Absolutely clean. In fact, you've got to be careful what soap you use at that age in case you get zits. That's the level you're at. Now, let's have a look. James Newsom with a super chat. He's put those posters ready to go yet, Neil.
If I didn't forget the key inside, if not, I think the guy must bring us to pending.
I thought we were on a party room then, but I realised it's just in his car. Outstanding job at the event. I feel like we robbed Engin with the pay-per-view only being $15. Amazing. There you go, Engin. Invitation to put the price up, son.
No, I will just continue. Maybe if I do 2 days event, then maybe I can go like, oh, the guy had the key. Yeah, he thought that he lost his key, but the key was in his car. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about it. Yeah, the event was great. You guys made it even better. I mean, thank you for being together. My biggest reward was to be all together, and it was incredible. And I'm gonna ask Ellen Fisher and Andreas Rundström to do the next Legends match as well. You know.
No, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. I mean, it excites me more than today's matches. Some of today's matches, at least, Yeah.
Fantastic. Wait till Ray.
$15. So
Yeah.
that's $1 per match. So
Yeah.
people paid $1 to watch Engin Prudnik, $1 to watch Hermes and Dave, and $1 a match.
Yeah.
$1 a match, son.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Cheap
But
and half the
what
price.
we are trying to do? We are trying to make arm wrestling so great all together. You understand? And then we are gonna make a good fan base We're gonna make more pay-per-view and pay the athletes more money. Not a few $1,000s. Some makes much more, but like more. Like if you get like 3 now, let him get 5 and then 6 and 7, 10. Maybe get the quarter of the UFC with time, and then because that way we are gonna come to that level. This is only one step. We have like 10 more steps to go up. I mean,
Engin
one route to
Dana
that,
White
Engin.
Thursday.
we can.
Engin Dana White Thursday.
Dana White, Engin is Engin. Engin is in arm wrestling was more successful than Dana White was. Has he ever been even fighter? I'm not
Boxer.
talking about
He boxed a
We're
little
talking
bit.
about promoting. We're
Amateur.
talking about promoting. We're talking.
I know. But why would I like to be? I want to be maybe hero of my own sport. I don't want to be.
No, that's just compliment. Engin, just take it. Just take it. That was a compliment.
Wait till it blows up, Engin.
No,
and
I
Ray
know you
lands
want
his-
to be compliments, yeah.
Ray will land his first skincare sponsorship. It'll happen.
What's that?
He'll have Nivea on the phone going,
Ray, your skin looks so soft.
Yeah.
he does look at Ray, look. Look at him, the enigma of age.
Raymond Lipinge, the enigma of
No, we go to
age.
the restaurant. Yes.
That's his new name, Engin. What do you think? The enigma of age.
Sorry about it. Yeah, say again.
The enigma of
Wait,
age, mate. Don't worry about leaving your phone running when you're doing bad things. Devon's done that for years. It's never done anybody any harm. Not a problem.
Oh, okay. 1 second. You guys continue. Where's the restaurant that we're gonna meet Devon?
There is a mute button in there.
Okay, where is it? Can we not walk?
This is the greatest fix episode ever.
I know. I love that the level of professionalism on this show, it just never drops, does it? It's just constant.
I believe everyone's watching. They don't care. Like the smallest bit.
They
They're
do.
like,
They do.
where is the restaurant?
Where is the restaurant? Yeah, it's a new episode. Look,
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do a few things at the same time. I enjoy being with you guys, but we need to meet the guys, which is after midnight here.
who are you meeting now?
Oh, Devon and Sean and Klaas, Klaas from Sweden.
Good too, right? We know Class. Yeah, Class Martinson. He's amazing.
Yeah. Devon, I and Sean, we will go to my city, Yalova, tonight. And then tomorrow, we have talk all day about arm wrestling.
No,
All day.
Doesn't sound like you, Engin.
Yeah. I told Devon, I said, I'm gonna make you sick of arm wrestling. You were gonna beg me, okay, let me go to bed, let me go to bed. But it looks like so far he didn't get bored.
No, he can do a bit himself when he's on form. So I'll tell you.
Okay, we will see.
Let's knock a couple of these over. GB19. But who do you think is next for Devon in King of the Table and East versus West? Well, I think in East versus West, I think you were talking about Rustam Babayev, weren't you, Engin?
Who?
Devon.
Rustam Babayev is gonna pull Paul Linn.
Paul Linn. Oh, God.
Oh,
Rustam is like just making comeback, 3-4 months. He will be trained, but do you have the phone number of the Sean? He send you something for class.
Who's next for Rolly Ray?
I don't have to.
Rolly Ray,
But no, we have just
Devon.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I could beat Devon in 6-round super match, but
you're not saying that you wouldn't either.
Okay,
That's
for a minute, I need to get out and call Devon class or
No
Sean,
problem.
and then I will
Dive
back
off,
with-
dive back on.
Yeah, I will come back. Don't worry about it.
No worries, Shagger. Right.
read those super chats with it like 20 new words.
I'll get rid of these. Oh, NWUK1, you wonderful, wonderful person. Massive super chat. Thanks, brother. He's put, just want to say, well done, Engin. Oh, shit. Talk about your all-time backfires. It literally just jumped off. We will read it again when he comes back on. The shows are getting better and better. Also, well done to the athletes competing, and the commentary was fire. You did a good job there, Rolo. He's put, just as a side note, the Arm Wars behind the scenes footage was great. Ray, I'm definitely not a bell end. Nice.
Good to know.
So he's a subscriber then.
He's a subscriber, so he's not a bell end.
Gotta be.
He's a member.
He's a member, not only a subscriber.
Really?
You're not, if you're
Golden
and if you're,
Oh, of course.
yeah, you're not subscribed,
Of course.
you're a bell end. Russell Tyrone Jones, thank you for your super chat, mate. He's put Devon versus Sandras. What's your thought, Ray? I wonder where that could happen, Arm Wars.
Not yet, but it will happen. It will
It's coming. It's coming. all over your face and tits. Here we go. Nope, I said no Google with a super chat. But Engin is the man. He deserves all our thanks and support and more. Neil's, Ray's and Ryan's commentary was first class. Stay strong and love arm wrestling 44% each day. Mother fluffers. Thanks for your super chat, dude. Appreciate that. And then we've got Cesar Ferret Akaya with a super chat. He's put, we owe the legend Engin Terzi a lot. The best show ever. Thanks to the legend and you all. Neil, Coach Ray. Neil is the cherry on the cake. Pick it like it, son. Glad you enjoyed the show. I think there's been some good feedback all round on this one. I don't think there was any issues with the stream. I think there was a number of really solid matches, not many bad ones, to be perfectly honest. We're going to run through some of those in a minute. Let Rolio give his focus on that from what he heard and saw up in the commentary section of the room, up those flight of evil steps. We got Travis Newsom with another super chat. He's put, he does look a lot like a charming baby. Mate, Ray doesn't age at all. He literally doesn't get any older. In fact, I've known him for 10 years and he looks younger than when I met him.
With his weight loss, he's probably aged 6 months.
Friggin', I'm telling you, he looks younger than when I first met him. When are you doing the next forest shoot, Rolly?
Hey, abs are incoming. I'm just like in Turkey. I actually, while being in Turkey, I lost weight because I was gym up every morning and I was walking and fasting and everything. So it's coming. It's coming.
Have
Maybe
you,
winter
still
because
got the
it's
moves?
winter outside. Yeah.
Show us them moves, son. There you go. Boom. It's got a bit of, you got a bit of bend on there though.
I know. Hey, do not teach me.
I can't do it. I'm blocked by a tip. I get halfway across and a tip blocks me. It's like, I have to push that tit out way to make it happen. You know what I mean?
There are obliques under there somewhere, though, Neil.
I don't know where they are, son. They're well gone. Yeah, totally gone. Paul Linn might be joining us later on, I believe. How good was Paul Linn?
Oh, dude.
Paul Linn dominated.
Paul Linn could pull, like, if it's Rustam Babayev he's pulling, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. I see that happening. Adam and Sasha needs to freaking happen.
Mate.
Hey.
Adam was strong.
Insane.
He came extremely ready.
Extremely ready.
Yeah. When you saw Adam just in person, you did get the feeling, oh dear. I actually bet on Bojidar. That was the one match I got wrong on the card. And Bojidar, I thought would win that match in a battle. But when you saw Adam, you were thinking straight away, my God, this is a massive difference in size. I mean, Adam is a very, very solidly built individual, isn't he?
I saw him in Arizona. He was pulling Brett Rakers. He did the same thing. Just the same thing. It's like what you can do. You know, it's pretty much the same match, just on the left.
Surely you can't do anything with Sasha.
Insane. I think it's a match. It will be a way harder match, but I think
maybe too early, maybe.
Yeah, Sasha is. I think Zurab's a better match. I'm going to be honest with you.
What's that?
That's a great.
I like Zurab, and I think him and Adam's really good. I'd like to see Zurab and Adam a lot. Engin.
What's that again?
Zurab and Adam.
Yeah, Zurab and Adam. Oh, yeah, 95 kilo, it would be good.
Yeah.
How come we cannot find these guys? They said they are at the other auto park, and this is interesting. I need to go away again quickly and come back. We came to other auto park.
This is just going to be a show of Engin getting out of taxis.
Engin, just before you go, he's only. You see that there? Ray's just practicing his forest pose, just warming up, not blocked by any tits. Now then, let's have a quick look. Travis Newsom's just come in, Ray, with a little message for you. He's put, Charmin is a toilet paper brand in America.
Charmin, baby.
You knew this, did you? Have you got that? Do you have that same toilet roll brand in your house now?
No.
You know? Okay. Shane Owens Arm Wrestling. He's put, it would be great to see Adam back at East versus West, along with his coach, Chad Silvers, with a match. Chad Silver's a great arm wrestler. Great to see Chad this weekend, actually. I haven't seen him in a long while, and let me tell you, bad dude. Oh, I did get another match prediction wrong as well. I backed Cobra Rhodes. I thought Cobra Rhodes was going to win that match. I thought that'd be a war and Cobra would win it, but no, domination by Hyder Gildale. How did you go on your predictions, Rollo?
I think I did like predictions on like I talked about most matches, but I got like Porsche I got wrong because like I was supposed to, you know, I know more about him than I knew about Adam for sure. I think Cobra I got wrong too. The main matches, all of them I got absolutely right.
Yeah,
Like,
the same. I were exactly the same. In fact, they went down to the foam guy, actually.
Yeah. And
apart from
I supported Sandris, but I was worried. I was worried. But hey.
Same.
I had Sandris. We talked about it the day before, myself and James, and we both had Sandris winning, but winning in a battle, in a war.
But it's a nervous match going into it. You're like,
so
yeah, it was like you could easily see either one winning.
Can we talk a little bit about that match? Because like, you know, and I know people.
I think we've got to talk about that a great deal. I mean, if you haven't seen, sorry for spoilers coming, guys. So if you haven't seen East versus West,
the whole show's going to be
spoilers are all over the internet. You can't go on the internet without spoilers.
We're going to ruin it right now. If this is the first thing you're tuning into after the weekend, stop watching now, guys, because we're literally going to go through it.
You know, guys, if you want to still watch the matches, it will take some time until they're on YouTube. It's still just $15. You can buy the pay-per-view and you can watch the replays. 6 hours of insane arm wrestling. Some mega matches. Probably some of the best commentary you will ever hear.
Yeah, Rolly Ray and a leathered Rolly Ray and a semi-leathered Ryan.
I didn't hear the commentary.
I feel like Paul's missus set the bar on fully leathered. You were probably next tier, which we'll call fairly leathered.
Fairly leathered.
Where was Ryan?
Ryan was a little behind, you know.
Partially leathered, shall we go with? Yeah, partially leathered. And I was in the lower tier, getting leathered.
Yeah. I thought like from everything I have read online, I think the commentary was great. Like I haven't heard a bad thing about the event at all. I think reffing was really good where they allowed athletes to finish the matches and things like that. But it was great experience just to be part of it.
Oh, it really was. I mean, I enjoyed a lot of the stuff that was way before the matches. I mean, before the day of the matches, I had a good time. You know, I really enjoyed just being there. It was quality. It was like a bloody big reunion. It's fantastic. In that respect, it really was. What do we do? Just had a couple of super chats drop in there. Let's knock these over. We have a super chat from NWK1, my man. He's put, where does that dominant display put Paul Linn now in terms of ranking? Did you expect him to win in such a fashion? No, I didn't. I expected that to be a bit of a toss-up in some ways. I did expect him to win, but I thought he might lose an early match and then come back, stop it, and pull through to win. How did you have that, Ray?
I thought it's going to win all of them, but there might be some trickery in the setup. Irakli is pretty crafty, but too much power, too much everything. Insane. Or
it really was immense.
Rossi Benjamin. Mordor.
He full on. He looked bigger than ever as well. This time he's put on some. I mean, it was carved up, Paul. I don't know how he looked on the TV, guys, but in person, Paul Linn is shredded, absolutely shredded. Rossi Benjamin with the super chat. He's put, hello guys, what do you think about Prudnik complaining on the setup? A little bit disappointed about that. He would lose anyway. I think he's going to try and get away with whatever he can. To be perfectly honest, we're going to come to that match in a little while, but we're going to stay first of all with Sandris.
Okay.
Because Sandris Sedis has had an incredible year.
Incredible year.
Incredible year.
Victories, European champion, national champion, and world champion.
And if we talk about how he won those, not to mention his super match wins, but the thing that he's displayed for me this year, which is most impressive, underlines what we've said about him for a long period of time. Bravery in arm wrestling is a key thing. And by bravery, I mean the fact that he will go into big, high-stakes arm wrestling matches where it's, I mean, if you look at the WAF and the EAF, there's no room for error. You don't have a margin for error. If you cock it up, you pay a heavy, heavy price. It's not like super match where you get, shot 2, shot 3. It's all or nothing, one pin. And yet he's been brave enough to do things which we wouldn't have expected from him. His win over Gatalo at Worlds in the hook. I mean, I don't know whether you saw that coming, Ray, but I didn't.
I expect nothing else from Sanders at this point. Like, I doubted him in 2018 World. Slot Eater was and he decimated everyone. So I never doubt him again. I'm always worried because I'm always worried. But he got back. He got COVID. 2 weeks. He wasn't training. He was just at home. He had fever, everything. He was still coughing. Then he went to did 1 or 2 training sessions. Got sick again. He get to Riga and he's sick. And I'm like, how are you going to pull this off? He's like, I'm chill. So we kind of try to stay healthy, just no stress, nothing. So he laid in the bed most of the days. And when it comes to go time, he's just turning up in a different level. And the one thing, like, I really like Matt Mask. Absolutely love
Matt's great, man.
And he was so heartbroken because I talked with him and he was looking over Sanders and he's like, I want Prudnik and then because Devon's going to take him and then I want this guy. He came in an amazing shot. His forearm, I'm not even kidding, was like this. Like
Matt
insane.
Looked incredible. He was huge. Confident. He was in great shape.
And then what Sanders did, like on that first slip, they got that first slip and Sanders' hand went on top. I went to the corner and there was Adam Silvers. And I'm like, Adam, it's done. He's like, it's done. I'm like, I guarantee you it's done.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I thought the same because my big concern was the starts. That was it. That was the chink. I thought if you can stop him, it's heavily in his favor.
Yeah.
I didn't think he could do it like that, Ray.
Sanders is I think for him, like we have tested like how he trains with so much volume, like so much work put in that it takes a lot of time for him to recover. So if he trains, let's say on Wednesday and he'll come to practice, we'll murder him in a practice because he hasn't recovered. Longer time you take for recovery, like I seen Sanders just go to insane levels of that. Yeah. And that's what we saw. And in that third round, that was what Prudnik said to Matt Mask, I'm going to hold you and do some wrist curls. I was like...
It was ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I love Matt Mask. I never want to see him lose, but it was so nice to see Sanders winning.
I was watching the most of the previous matches with Matt Mask, and he was super confident, not nervous, and he went off and got ready. And then after that, well, obviously went up and what happened.
Second round was after that he was like done.
Yeah. But let's be honest, Matt Mask, you like Matt Mask for so many reasons. I know I like Matt on and off the arm wrestling table. And why? Because he's unbelievably real, genuine, straight shooting individual. And in typical Matt Mask fashion, no excuses, no bullshit, no anything. Absolutely takes it on the chin, says it like it is, while the cameras are running, while he's mic'd up. He's not bothered. He just says, well, what do you want me to do? Hats off, incredible, just giving all the respect to Sanders. He continued that, guys, after the show. Let me tell you, Matt Mask is iron. I like him more. And I'm already a massive Matt Mask fan, just as a man. As an arm wrestler, who's more exciting than Matt Mask? Even when he approached the stage, when you call his name out, you watch the show back, he comes up on stage and there's a vibrancy and a visceral nature about Matt Mask as he walks up there, super angry, bristling, pissed off, ready to go. And you felt excited. I mean, I was very invested in that match anyway because of the fact that I love both lads. Sanders, as I say, embodies everything I like about good arm wrestlers. My favorite arm wrestlers are the guys that are versatile, brave. They show up and they go out on the shield. Tick, tick, tick. I mean, the chef is that guy. Panzer Sheriff just does that. He takes risks. He entertains. He pulls anywhere well. You know, I mean, what's not to like? If you're not following Chef Sherris, if Sandra Sherris isn't a guy you tune into, you need to pay attention. Anybody who's watching this show, pay attention to that boy, because I'll tell you what a future. What a future he's got. You know, unless we do the UFC after show fights in the lift, then probably die. But outside of that,
I will absolutely choke him out.
choke his ass out.
I guarantee you.
We'll double up on him, mate.
We'll get that on video as well.
I just want to see lift. I just want to see lift doors opening. You standing there and Chef Sherris in the corner of the lift.
Yeah, like that. In a choke.
Just coming round. Just coming round. Just the blood just going back to his brain.
Well, after we talked about it, he smacked me in like 3 rear nakeds. He kept sneaking up. A big bald slap at him, bastard. Come up, rear naked in me. I'm fighting hands. Every few minutes, he'd be up behind me, frigging rear naked. And so it's on next event. Know that, Chef. I'm on your ass next event, son. Don't turn your back. Sort you out.
The way the atmosphere changed in that room, though, after that first round, that first pin, was it's a testament to how much
It was
Mask
me
is
and
loved.
Jake screaming, no one else. It was me like
Literally in the whole auditorium. I mean, you was upstairs now. I don't know whether you got a sense of any of this, but the auditorium was like, because it's Matt, you know.
Yeah,
everybody loves Matt, and everyone's like, rah, 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 rah. And then as soon as that first pin went down, literally me and Ray, nobody else. Yes. And then just looking around, and everybody just like it was. You could hear a pin drop.
Absolute shock.
For about 30 seconds, you could hear a pin drop. Yeah.
Tell them where you recreated said moment, James Statham. Tell them
Well,
where.
I might have done that in. I did listen. I didn't shout bomb.
Right. So get this. Only about a week ago, terror attack in Istanbul. Not a great time to go about shocking the shit out of the airport where loads of police are walking around with machine guns. We're walking through the airport on a sleepy Sunday morning, and James Pienaar Statham there decides that he'll recreate what happened when Sandris won moment. Super quiet in the airport, and he goes, yeah, nobody, and then just me, he goes, Rah! And he did it really loud. And the entire airport's like,
it was exactly the same as in the auditorium. Everyone just went,
it was. Apart from in the auditorium, the coppers weren't with machine guns.
Didn't have weapons, no. There was less weapons in the auditorium.
Yeah, which is never a good thing. Yeah, never shock an armed Turk. Don't do it. Well, not when I'm stood near you.
They were fine.
They would have been fine. They'd pop a cap in my ass. It's not like they're going to miss, is it?
They'd have to get through a back tit first, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. They'd have to go through 6 sets of titty. But it looked like it'd hurt, though. Usually stuff like that, I'd employ someone like Ray to take the shot for me and tell me how bad it is. So he'd get shot, and then I'd go, how bad is it, Ray? And he'd be like, it's fucking bad. And I'd be like, right, if it's really bad, I will bolt. I don't want to take it. Ray's taking that on my behalf. Because he's young.
Well, he will do for his dad, won't he?
I will do it.
He'll do it, yeah.
I'll take 7 bullets. I don't care.
Take a bullet for me, will Ray. And he'd know that. Ray, take a bullet. My fat ass. Even when he hasn't drunk half a bottle of Jim Beam and Coke. He Jim Beamed out of his head other night.
Have you watched them back yet? Can you tell where Ray? I've not seen it yet. I'm looking forward to.
Oh, I need to do that.
You know what happened after like 5th match? Someone sends me, your commentary is really good. I was like, okay.
We need to, everybody in the chat, you need to watch it back just so you can tell us where you feel that Ray was on the Jim Beam. Where he was, at what point in the bottle was he?
Put a poll up, Neil. Put a poll up with the matches and just see at what point people
what point
think.
did Ray get lit?
Come off.
I wasn't lit for first 3. I can guarantee you that.
You weren't. Okay.
No, it was me and Gary. And I was like, I have to do a good impression on it. But I think like the best part, like and at the end, me, you, and Ryan swapping the mics and just doing the commentary for the closing of the show. I thought that was so, in my head, I was like, this is so epic. I need to hear it back. Maybe it was absolutely terrible. but I thought that was like really
You
cool.
carry on. I'm just putting this ball up.
No, I wasn't that much. I was just like a little bit, it loosens you up a little bit. And, for me, I was speaking English all week, so it's good. It's more difficult.
It has to be good, Ray, because when I came up while you were doing that end commentary, as soon as you finished, you said, that is the best commentary I've ever done. I'm getting messages saying how amazing I am. And for half an hour, you didn't shut up about how good you was and how well you were all in sync.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to see how amazing it is. Neil's trying to type. I'm surprised he can even think after this weekend. What was it like meeting? So you got to MC with Gary?
Yes.
For those who haven't said it, Gary Goodridge. Absolute pleasure meeting that guy this weekend.
Yeah.
How was that?
I see the fans didn't like him because Gary messed up some things. He was talking about about Hook, and he said top roll and then some other things. But I thought it wasn't that bad. It was okay for a guy being out of this sport, and he talked about things that he remembers from his time, and I thought it was okay. I know just people were not used to that and were not expecting that, but
Do you think the people knew who he was, and do you think that respect was out there, or do you think it's a new legion of fans?
Yeah, but he's been out from arm wrestling for so long. It's always difficult. But he's like, oh my God, I want to get back on table. He's like, I'm watching these matches. I want to get back on table. And yeah,
listening to him and Cobra going back and forwards all weekend at the breakfast table, dinner table. Yeah.
Right, guys, we've got a couple of super chats for Ray. Okay. So a Rose has come in with a super chat. Thanks very much, mate, for your super chat. But what are your thoughts on Geordie yelling during the Devon match in round 1? I have to admit, I almost turned it off. It was so frustrating to pay attention. Ray.
It's the part of Larratt experience, in my opinion. That's what you get when you get those two to be in competition together. That's full support. And I understand, because the first setup for sure was taking way too long. It should have been easier setup and faster setup, but it is what it is. And that's, I think, for Devon, East versus West works out really great, where he fights for every millimeter, and referee is going to allow you to fight. They will not stop you. The conditions where it's more strict, you can't do those things because you're just going to get fouled out. It doesn't matter. You're just going to get fouled out. So, I didn't like that long setup. And after the first round, I was like, this is done. There's no chance. Absolutely no chance. Prudnik can do anything. Yeah. The life was sucked out, and Prudnik needed to, give up the first round. Try again. Don't get sucked, in positions with Devon. Terrible position.
No, from where I was sat, sorry. From where I was sat, I couldn't actually see the hands because of the assistant ref's head was in the way. But I'm assuming Devon was rising and coming back, and Prudnik was trying to match webbing and all that kind of stuff, and that was the problem. My opinion on whether Geordie should have been there shouting from the audience, yeah, absolutely, but not shouting at refs. I think that's, you need to kind of draw a line at shouting at refs. Goading the opponent, giving advice to your guy, absolutely, but yeah.
So I've got a very strong opinion on this. I think Geordie should never be allowed on the stage when I'm on it, for a lot of reasons, because Geordie's liable to just flip out at any second and beat the shit out of somebody, and it might be me. So the last thing I want is a raging female Canadian on the stage with me. So for me, I think there should be a clear line of separation between Geordie and that line of separation I call the stage. So I think you should keep her off the stage. She can shout all she wants from down there. That's what I think.
Did you hear the stage and in a cage?
Did you hear that?
What is Neil saying? Hey, what's going on?
She said that you need to keep.
Is Jodie in the car? Where is she?
No.
I don't mind
she's
Dev
on the
being
airplane.
there. Don't bloody tell Jodie.
What's going on? Hey, the people, listen, she was the best corner I've ever had. She cornered me better than ever.
I just said, people are asking, what do we think about Jodie shouting on the stage? And I said, I've got a very strong opinion on this. I think Jodie should always be kept off the stage when I'm on it.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, like, I've been cornered by a lot of people in my life, and I've been cornered by Jodie a lot in my life.
Yeah.
And never, ever have I been cornered as well as she cornered me that day. Jodie
was like I said it in the commentary, she was like a one-woman mental wrecking crew.
You talk about an assister, you talk about a corner. Jodie could not be more beneficial to my cause.
Oh my God, you're not kidding. She was like hammering, woodpeckering.
Yeah.
Just join by your own internet, Devon.
Oh, is this my internet? What?
It's my internet.
Yeah, I would never have Jodie on the stage ever. But you're not allowed to tell her that, Dev. Don't friggin' tell her. There's only two people that I consider that dangerous at that event. One of them were Paul Linn's missus.
It is true.
Yeah. Well, they were joining forces, those two. They were in
Paul Linn's missus.
Well, listen, when we went into the bar afterwards, we went into the bar and we were trying to get a drink. There was nowhere we could get a drink because it's a bar. And we'd already spoken to the barman. The barman's like, "Oh, we're closing, but you can get it through room service." So, all right. And then she comes through. She went, "Oh, come on, just give us a drink. We need a drink. We haven't got anything to drink." As she says it, a bottle of vodka falls out of a bag onto the floor.
It did. A full-on bottle of vodka dropped out of her bag, and she's like,
"Yeah, like a glass bottle of Belvedere." Somehow it didn't break.
No, it didn't. No.
I think now that we've got Paul Linn on this call, can we all just talk about Paul Linn for a minute? Because Paul, couple of things. Number one, did you expect to win like that at the weekend?
I didn't expect to win quite like that, but I did expect to win.
I
plan to.
Yeah, ran him over, mate. I was shocked. Ran him. Who do you want next? Engin's talking about Rustam Babayev.
It's Engin's call. I don't get to make the decisions. I'm okay with whatever Engin gives me. So whatever.
Hey, you ever pulled Adam?
Hmm?
You ever pulled with Adam?
Adam who?
Brzezinski.
Nope, never. Never grabbed him.
He looked rock strong, mate, at weekend.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Really strong. I was very, very impressed with how strong he looked. My
he
God.
Was comfortable on the defensive side. He looked amazing.
Yeah. Super, super powerful. Now, here's my favorite comment for quite a long time. First of all, we've got I'm going to slide one in first because I feel we might get carried away any second. So, firstly, from Avsazar Ferit Akaya, he's put, there was a beast to be talked about called Zaranov. Yeah, mate, Zaranov.
Yeah.
I feel like Zaranov was overdue in that event anyway, because the guy's been just a solid performer in World Arm Wrestling Federation competition for so long. Many times, people who tune into the show regularly will know I've been touting that guy for a long period of time. Spoken with Engin about him a lot before. Very, very powerful lad. And he looked huge.
Yes, or something. We can put
He showed up bigger than he ever has. His forearms were massive. And he was in one of the most entertaining matches.
Hey,
guys,
the real thing we need to talk about is the moment Artem was giving edibles to the Wagner.
Mate. Let me tell you now, right? Wagner Bortolato was unbelievable for so many reasons. He's got so many things in common with Jerry Caderet. Most notably, that when he arm wrestles, you're not sure whether he's going to die. I think
that was the best match. I'm sorry, all the other matches. That match was the highest point of the whole event because it was so entertaining, so insanely entertaining match. So
I told you, Devon, this guy, the Ray guy, is jealous of you.
No, he's just upset because he knows he can't beat present form Ryan Bowen.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
been- he's
yeah,
been-
yeah,
he's been
yeah.
up-
That's
he's
what-
been
Present
upset about
form
it.
Ryan Bowen.
I did see
Present
that,
form,
Present-
Ryan.
Yeah, you haven't beat present form Ryan Bowen. You've beat,
Only be old form.
yeah, doesn't count.
Yeah, not even with Geordie in his corner, pissing off the entire world and distracting folk.
There is
Even then, maybe
absolutely-
not. Even then.
There is no way. There is no way Ryan can handle Jody in Ray's corner.
No way. You
Not
throw
possible.
you throw Geordie in Ray's corner. Geordie in Ray's corner. Ray might do Levan over 6.
I'm telling you, seriously, she is setting the standard on
Mhm.
cornering. She is. Like, I don't think that there's been too many corners that have made that much effect on a match.
Or smack Jack Jesus full of edibles. And
Right?
get him. When Wagner came on, he literally came on and immediately, you watch this back, before the match has started, he comes up the stairs, went into a Wagner celebration, and almost had a stroke. Immediately. He literally went, and then he wobbled like fucking nearly fell over his chair. And I thought, oh, Jesus. And I walked over to Adam Silver, and Adam Silver's first comment, he went, where are the medics? That is literally what he said. He went on the radio and said, we need to get medics stateside. You know when Jerry was pulling Gennady and you were pretty sure that he may pass out or something very bad was going to happen? Same feeling as that. Scary. And NWUK1 has just come in with an amazing super chat. He's put, anyone checked on Wagner's blood pressure thought he was going to pass out at one point. At all points.
100%.
Oh my
After
God.
every round.
Tell him, who was it who was telling me he was bruised to shit the next day?
Well, we saw him the next morning. I can't remember who I was with, actually. But we saw him the next morning. And, yeah, black eye, all bruised, starting to come up.
From punching himself silly after every match. Absolute quality.
That's what the edibles do.
Ray, was that before the match? Was it before the match?
Oh, yeah.
You got to turn it around.
Absolutely shocking performance. I thought it was the match of the night. There's a couple of standout matches, mate. There was a couple, but that was up there. For entertainment value, that was up there. The noise in the crowd was unbelievable. I don't know whether people agree at home, but my God, that was entertaining.
Ray, did Artem give him edibles before the match?
In between the rounds.
No.
Oh, when he was asking for something sugary, is that what he threw on the stage?
Yeah.
Was that an edible that he threw on the stage?
He was giving him gummy bears or sour patch. I don't know.
Something else. I don't know.
I wouldn't take shit from Artem. He's like, eat this. I'm like, no.
Never.
Never. Never.
That's equivalent to somebody saying, do you want to come and see me puppies? You just, no, I don't even like puppies. Even if you love puppies, you just don't go.
Neil, you hear?
I can hear you, mate. Go for it, Spud.
Yeah. Today, when we were eating, I did a video call with Arsene Lilia.
Right.
And he said that the new generations of arm wrestlers are so weak. I said, are you training? He said, I don't need to train to beat Linn, he said. And he also said, even now in his shape, he would beat Devon 3-2.
3-2. That's a heck of a prediction. 3-2.
So there's those two matches set.
Somebody wants a match.
See, that prediction is no good, 3-2, because if you lose Devon 2 rounds, there is no way you are winning the 3rd round.
Engin, let me tell you right now, all right? I gripped up with Denis Iplenkov over the weekend, and I feel like it's a crime if he doesn't get at a similar weight to Devon, like a 115, 120 kind of weight, and that match happens on the right arm. I feel like it has to happen, Engin.
It will.
That's the match.
Yeah.
That's the match.
Yeah.
Innit?
That'd be awesome.
And anybody who thinks that Denis is not rock strong right now, my God, think again.
What does he weigh right now? What's his weight right now?
125.
That's not that far.
No.
So 274, he said 274 something.
But he's so friggin' strong, though.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, just gripping his hand, he's strong, like
stupid strong.
Just incredibly strong, thickly
He
set.
might be stronger now.
I don't know about that, but I'll tell you what, he's bloody strong.
He might be stronger.
I think that's the match, Engin. Don't want to plant too many seeds in your head, son, but
we've already been talking about it. We've already been talking about it.
Okay,
Well,
let's go.
Stylistically, that's really interesting too.
Great man.
Like,
how the hell is he gonna pull Dennis?
I found out actually. Somebody told me that Dennis is Eastern European. So again, probably gonna have to wait on it for a while.
No, it's not that. He's not. Let's be honest. It's not that bad. It could be worse. He could be Italian. In that case, you just couldn't pull him.
Yeah, those are my no-go areas.
You know, Devon may compete January, but he has some condition that I will never, ever do.
Neil, I know that you know what the condition might be, but we'll talk about it offline sometime.
Yeah.
But
that guy, no, it's against my principle. It's not about money. Even if he would give me $2 million, I wouldn't do. It is. He wants me to invite someone, but
stop it.
Okay,
Stop
I
it. Stop
it.
it.
But it's
Stop
just
it.
like, yeah.
He wants you to have Devon is my daddy tattooed on your floppy dog.
No. I'm not gonna tell.
We're all be guessing now.
Yeah,
already
stop enough clues.
Superman.
Knows what that could be. So Kirsten Prodigy with a super chat. He's put, miss you guys. Great team, great event. Kirsten, good to see you at the weekend, brother. Really was. Hope you're good. Let's catch up on these. Let's have a look what we got. I saw another couple came in, and catch up on them now when I can find them. Call us Sokeem, Classic Neil, every friggin' episode. We are live. Yeah. We were today though, thank God. Let's have a look. EHOC, snuffed it. EHOC 42. Devon, where do you think the line is between fighting for what you need in the setup and poor sportsmanship that diminishes the viewing experience?
That's up to the referees.
I agree.
To push that.
It's up to the rules and the refs.
Yeah.
Disaster Clan. He's put, nice win, Paul. Big fan.
Thank you.
David Torms, thanks for your super chat. He's put, that was the best arm wrestling event in history, gentlemen. Hi, Devon and Engin. Cheers,
Hello,
David.
hello. See you Thursday, buddy. We might disappear because we're going through a tunnel, just so you know.
No worries, mate. John Doe with the super chat. He's put, styles make fights. Sandris is a closer match with Devon than Prudnik, a guy who could be closer in size to Devon's leverage advantage. We'll give him a better match. Look at Devon and Matt. Their matches. Matt gives him a hard time. Go Ray. Let's have a look.
Neil, 1 second.
Go for it, mate.
Raymond, just imagine 2 more months. Sandris, like even in better shape. Any chance against Devon, or too early?
Tell you arm wars in a bit, mate.
Get him Michael Todd. Give him Michael Todd, and then
Michael Todd.
Yeah,
Michael Todd looks like he wants Prudnik. And
Yeah,
Prudnik,
Michael can do that.
his elbow needs time to heal up.
Okay. I just like personally, I don't think Sanders is ready for Devon right now. I think he needs time.
Do you think that at 115 limit he will ever be ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
To give a good match, to win it, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But you got to get Dennis done before he goes away, Engin.
What about Michael Todd and Angarbayev at 105?
Ongarbayev is set for Irakli, but
yeah. Is
but
that the January card, Engin?
I will always prefer East versus West matches over East versus East matches. If there is a guy, yeah, why not? Yeah, but I need to convince Irakli because he's set for Ongarbayev. The only way to convince Irakli if Tatashings comes for the revenge match. But I don't know if Todd will accept. But Irakli really wants. What's that?
Todd and Sanders. Hutchings.
Hutchings and Sanders?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I need to know, if these guys are gonna. I don't want to give all the control to the athletes to choose.
We accept, yes. We accept.
Here's one about
Simon's
Engin.
already accepted.
Dennis. Here's the match.
How long's that match been in the making? 15 years? How long have you been trying to get that?
Dennis and I had a good talk.
It's the match. It's the match.
Neil, while we are all like right now live, would you guys like to say anything about pirate streaming and then put in the videos that you don't have any rights?
Oh, I think personally, it utterly sucks. I think it's. I think pirate streaming is I mean, anybody that does that really, they can't consider themselves a fan of arm wrestling because they're working against the whole bloody
copy strike. Video copy strike. But
they're working against.
We are not UFC level. We are just a plant. We are not a tree right now. You understand? We are trying to grow. So I know we can't stop. We will continue to strike. But I'm just saying that people should realize that more we get stronger, the more athletes get paid. You understand? You are not going to give athletes an amount of money that you don't have.
Right.
Was the viewing figures good, Engin, at the weekend?
It's good. It covered. But that's not my point. Why not? It would be also. There is no way that they have such right. You know, we are not.
Anybody that's putting out pirate streams
normalize this. We are not going to normalize.
They need to understand pirating stuff like that. For anyone, it's just ridiculous. It works against the whole sport and against the promotion. It jeopardizes the future of the promotions.
You don't get the right of making money over a video just because you pay $15. You understand?
No.
While I'm spending $165,000. You understand? You don't do that. It's not your, and you are harming that. You are using for your own benefit or something that you didn't sacrifice anything.
So I think there's like another important part here. Like there's always going to be pirating. There's no way to get around that. It happens in like big media, everything. You can't defeat that. But I think the bigger call is to the arm wrestling community. Like there's so many people doing watch parties and everything, and that's great because the environment's awesome. It's a sporting event. You enjoy it with your friends. But I mean, like I feel like as a participant and as an athlete, even though I'm in the events, I always buy the pay-per-view. And I bought it and I haven't even watched it yet, but I am going to watch every minute of that thing. I'm going to review it and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it in front of my television. So like, even if you go to a watch party or whatever the case may be, it's $14.99. Like we spend more on a t-shirt, if you really want to support the sport, like from the perspective of a fan or a participant in some fashion, like $14.99, and that knowing that money goes to somebody like Engin, who makes a promotion that has 15 matches, right? And people say, oh, the pay-per-view is too long. Well, don't watch it all. Watch what you want and then come back. Because once you bought it, you own it, basically. So to me, like Neil, we talked about it. You could do that event with 6 matches. Yes. But Engin does it with 15 because he's doing it for the right reason. He's doing it for the arm wrestlers. He's not doing it for profit because he's
for the primary reasons, as you say. He's trying to give more athletes opportunities.
See, Neil, you are talking about Disarano, right? We are talking about Adam Warzinski, right? Yeah, Disarano, the West didn't know. Adam, the East didn't know. But now everyone knows, right? So
Linn, nobody knew.
Do you know what Morozov told me yesterday? Morozov said, I'm going to go to Kazakhstan and next 6-7 months, I'm going to study English. You see, improving English. Gasparini improving English, and so they are more expressing themselves. So we are getting bigger. And bigger.
That's so huge and so important. That's so huge and so important,
especially for athletes like Morozov. If Morozov could speak good English, because you already know he's an intelligent, funny, witty
clearly
guy.
A character, isn't he?
Yeah,
clearly a character.
I just about the pay-per-view. I just don't want people to say that we can stop this and let it be. I don't want to normalize. I want to label them as people who are harming the sport of arm wrestling. Everything that they cause, less pay-per-view or whatever, that's my right to put on YouTube later. That's part of also the coverage for the event. Just I want community to know that they are taking the money from the pockets of the athletes. Trust me. more I make, more I'm gonna offer for the athletes. Understand? They deserve much more. Some of them deserve hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some of them deserve tens of thousands of dollars. Why do they come here for a one-digit number? You understand? So
Engin,
actually, yes.
Engin, I guess like the way I look at it is, I agree so wholeheartedly with you, but I also understand that there's no way that we're going to stop those people. So my call is to the rest of the community who might be going and like, let's all buy it to offset that, because there's no way that these people who do things like that don't have a moral standard. They don't really care. So like you can call them out and it won't matter. But the people who do have a good moral standard, the people who do support arm wrestling, we can offset that.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I really hope it doesn't like keep you up at night, because I genuinely don't know how much we can do to stop it. We can do our best and we can, call to people's, moral standards.
Trust me. But many of them are begging me after they get the strike. They are saying, please lift that strike, please lift that strike,
Don't.
Some of them,
don't.
It is understandable. But what I'm just saying, people don't have to buy pay-per-view because some people are poor, especially some part of the world. It's $15 too much. I understand that. But
it comes out of
they can wait for 5 days to watch the official footage from the people who owns the copyright. You understand? Because other people, they don't have right to make money over something that doesn't belong. They don't risk themselves. They pay $15 and then they think that they own it while I'm, risking myself. So, but again, I'm not trying to become rich. I want to serve more. Every event, do you realize that I'm not repeating myself? I'm trying to do something even better. So, I mean, let's do that.
I've said it to every person.
And I'll also throw in that I personally think that if you're doing a live review of the show on your channel, I think that that's moderately douchey as well. And the second that Engin releases his videos to do your analysis of the match, within a short time, that's kind of douchey too.
Douche. Yeah. So we got Jim Carpenter with a super chat. And it's for you, Mr. Paul Linn. He's put, I'm so happy for you, Paul. Great event, guys.
Thank you. I agree, Devon. I also agree. And I think if we address that, I think everybody who's putting content out there would get behind it because they would understand.
Devon, chat coming for you here, mate. Absazar Ferret Akira has put, why did Devon go and sit by Prudnick's corner?
That was the greatest. That was the greatest part of the entire thing.
Hey, it's funny, you can't see that on the show though, eh? You can't see it. Like on the Core Sports version, you don't see me go over there. What did he say? Did he ask why I did it?
Yeah, he just said, why did Devon go and sit by Prudnick's corner?
To make my victory even greater.
That was the best part of the entire show. That was the
They didn't show it. You can't see it on Core Sports.
East versus West just released it on YouTube. It's the greatest thing ever.
It is, the Artem Taranenko film.
Man, I was sitting there and I saw his bag and I'm like, oh, he's got stuff in his bag. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna drink his water.
That was the single greatest moment of the entire probably weekend for me. I couldn't stop laughing. I was sitting there with my wife and I was like, this is what separates them. This is it. This is why Devon is the main draw. Because in the heat of battle, him and Jody have the wherewithal to calmly go over and do that. And it looked like it was scripted from like a movie set.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, that was just I was like, how can I piss him off? I think this all the time. How can I piss off Engin? How can I piss off anybody?
Yeah, just ask him who's pissing off all night, Anyway, so
you didn't need to think how to piss off Engin. Jody was already all over that.
Engin, were you mad about that?
What's that?
Were you mad about that? Did that piss you off?
What's he say?
Were you mad that I went over and sat in?
No, I wasn't. I even told him to, he even asked him if he wants water or something. But if he was my opponent, he would come to my corner and he's beating me 1-0. I would just say, get the fuck out of here, you know, go back to your seat,
Yeah.
I would say. But as an organizer, I didn't say that because if I do any involvement, they will start again. Oh, Engin is Devon. Engin wants Devon to lose. Engin. They get crazy. So I tried not to get involved. But I decided to be the ref of his next match.
Yeah.
So Engin, here we go. Check this out. Travis Newsom with a super chat. He's put, during the next event, unleash Devon's army to seek and destroy pirates.
What's that? What's the question?
Yeah.
So during the next event, we should like make a post or whatever to check the internet, right? As this event is going down, and just get them to report it, or just fucking
tell everyone to help us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get the troll army on it.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I will ask athletes to make a short video, like 15-20 seconds, and I will make a clip with John Bursing and other athletes to say no to piracy, that they are harming the sport, you know. I mean, if they still do it, I mean, let them do it. We will strike and they will feel shame. And I mean, I don't think they will feel shame, but it's okay, you know. I mean, at least the whole community will see them in the eyes that they deserve to be seen, you know.
More comments on your pricing here, Engin. Disaster Clan's just come in and said $15 to watch Devon smack Prudnik is money well spent. No limits. CA.
What did he say again?
Said $15 to watch me smack Prudnik was worth it.
Oh, okay. It was like $1 each match, you know.
Yeah. Stephen O'Keefe has come in for you, Engin. He's put fewer matches and more events. Engin can charge the same with only 6 or 8 matches on the card. Should also charge for after pulls and other activities if we can be more if they can be more organized. Many would pay for more content. Amazing event, mate.
It's very true.
You said that I should have 6-7 matches?
6-7 and have them more frequent. Yeah.
Or what?
So less matches on a card,
Uh-huh.
and you can have more cards, and people will still buy it. And you can split it up, so you can have like.
I mean, we will sit down and talk. You know, all of us. Devon has given me some good ideas and also some bad ideas.
Mostly good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mostly good, yeah. I mean, listen. If you're witness all night, you know, all those chat, I'm telling you, that 1 million people would watch. That one. There was a very good conversation. Of course, all from my side, you know. I also listen to his nonsense time to time, but you know, I'm joking.
Engin knows exactly how to get me to the next event.
No way. Shaun is laughing. Show Shaun how he's laughing.
It's the tattoo.
Hey,
Sean.
It's not hard to do.
No way.
Here we go. Lindsay Wilder with
the
the super chat.
Not do it.
Lindsay's put, my husband and I are math teachers and new arm wrestling fans. We love the event. Thank you all so much for your hard work, dedication, and passion for the sport. So much fun. Cheers, Lindsay. Thanks for your super chat and thanks for checking it out. Here we go, Engin. Do you think you will change the rules for the ref's grip in East versus West 6? At times, there was more movement than the WOW in the Hermes match as well as the main event. P.S. Love you, Devon.
I think except Devon versus Prudnik match, everything was good. Those two were problematic.
Okay.
And what was the second question? Dave versus Hermes should be the main event?
No, it was relating to the first part, and it just said at times there was more movement than the WAL in Hermes' match, as well as the main event. So it was Hermes versus Dave, and also Devon versus Evgeny.
Hermes, Dave, I don't know. I think one time Dave started early, but he got born in, or I don't remember exactly what happened. I don't think so. About the pin that, you know, it was given and they complained. We checked the video. I didn't see Hermes' hand here to here touching the pad, but referee said this part touched it, but that part was like covered by the referee's hand. We didn't see on camera.
Yeah.
But I said, did you see the pin? He said, yes, I saw the pin. I said, if you see the pin, then give the match to Dave. He said, yeah, I saw, but better repeat. I said, why do we repeat? You know, if it's a pin, then it's a pin, give it. But because probably he was pressured from the other side, he said, better repeat. I mean, if you saw, you saw it. If you didn't see, you know, I said, listen, you are the one who gave the call, and you are saying that now you are not sure it needs to be repeat. And I said, you go and explain to Dave, you know, your decision, because I'm not going to take all that, you know, shit, you know, by myself, you know, because everything happens, the people blame me.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, Dave did great, but I thought Hermes was outstanding. I really do. I thought he looked extremely strong. I mean, the transitions from his defensive top into the press, I mean, his transitions were well-timed and they were really aggressive.
Hermes?
Really strong. Yeah, Hermes looked brilliant.
Listen, if Hermes didn't have the shoulder pressure, probably he would lose that match with the dead wrist pressure by because he couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that, and then that's how he won the match. But I was very impressed that I thought that if Hermes could not have this, he would lose. But even in this position, he was able to stop. So it means that he also has very strong arm.
Yeah. Oh my God. Without question, mate. Without question. So Avcezar Ferret Akai has just come in. Have Engin and Devon planned the LA East versus West event?
LA?
We've spoken about it a little bit, but not a lot of depth at this time.
Tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
Tomorrow I will bug his brain. I will make him quit arm wrestling. He will say, I'm sick of arm wrestling. He will say, stop, Engin, stop, Engin. Let me go to bed, Engin. Enough of arm wrestling, Engin. You will see.
There's a way that you could keep me focused, Engin.
Joshua Musser is coming with a super chat. But if I could buy pay-per-view codes to give to friends who don't have a credit card, I would definitely be buying multiple. Any way to support like that, Engin?
Oh, I mean, you still need to enter the credit card details, I think.
What he's saying is, could he buy pay-per-view codes?
I have no idea. We need to
So in other
to...
words, could he buy multiple pay-per-views using one card?
That's an interesting thing to think about, because I've heard other people say about having a credit card to be able to purchase. That's a good concept.
It's just one to think about, mate. Possibly.
By the way, Paul, we didn't see each other before left, but Artem Taranenko will reach you.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. No
Yeah. Just saying it. Yeah.
Yep, no worries.
TMTL with a super chat. Is it possible? Oh shit! Where did it go? Yeah, hang on a minute. Is it possible to surpass this East versus West event, Engin? P.S. I both donated and bought the pay-per-view awesome event. So he's asking, do you think it's possible to do a better event than the one you've just done?
Yeah, it's possible if I can have the almost same people and add there Dennis or Levan, or you understand that would be possible.
Mm-hmm.
But Devon just got his title and he's scared to defend in January.
I'm going back to my golden cage.
So here's a great super chat from a wonderful title. Engin's forehead taco has come in with a super chat. And they've put, how incredible is Morozov? Can we get Hermes versus Morozov next? And Devon, what a masterclass. Great job to all involved in this terrific event. So the first part's for you, Engin. Could we get Hermes versus Morozov?
No, Morozov is going to rest till next summer. He said that the guy pulled all year long. He pulled 4 East versus West, every event double matches, and now also added a King of the Table October 1st. So this guy pulled 9 matches. He pulled Kazakhstan event, he pulled Asian Championship. So the guy is experienced in some pain before it gets chronic. I think it's a good decision that I invited him. I even made attractive offers for him, but he said, Engin, really, I need rest. And I said, yes, my friend, if that's the case, just stay at home, and heal up and come back.
Okay. So
and Hermes is gonna pull most likely Levan in Dubai, and I don't think Hermes is gonna pull anywhere before he pulls Levon. Of
Yeah,
course,
just
if
get ready.
the match is happening, you know, Hermes was not. He was like it is just opportunity of my life. He's like, as of now, he may not be ready for him, but still, if it's February, still 3 months. You understand?
Yep.
And then, yeah, I mean, I think most likely, I mean, I cannot speak for him, but it looks like he's gonna pull him.
Okay. And then Drew 24 with super chat. Thanks, mate. He's put Engin, the Master Blaster, on Devon's back. Sounds wrong in a lot of ways. We love you, man. So you got the Drew 24. Big fan of yours, Engin. Just sending you some love there.
Just you're a great guy.
Oh, so I should thank him. You are not making fun with me, right?
No, really. It's compliment.
Okay. Thank you.
NWUK1 with a super chat. He's put, Engin, what's the crack for coming to watch East versus West 6? Is it open to spectators? And how do you get tickets?
I mean, for Turks, it's just invitational because there are limited seats. And for Turks, and it is not like really meant to be for the spectators, but for internet. But people always come from outside. We always invite a lot of, like, more than 100 Turks. But invitational for the international champion athletes or the trainers and this who gave their life to the sport, you understand? But for the foreign people, yes, they can.
I was sat next to a lad from Liverpool who travelled over and bought a ticket to attend. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could probably fill that entire stadium up without a problem.
Paul, you were there, yeah? Like when John was pulling?
Yeah.
Do you remember the crowd's reaction?
Engin, I was right in front of the stage pounding on it. Like, it was the most energy I've ever felt. And it was genuine energy. Like, we can talk about other promotions and like paid people being in the stands. That's not what it was. That John match and Devon's match was the most energy.
Bortolato.
Yeah. Well, I was behind stage. I was trying to get my mind right during that. I didn't get to experience that. That was the most energy I've ever felt in an arm wrestling event ever.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to John's match.
What's that?
No, I was just going to mention John's match. Standing ovation, 3 standing ovations, 3 rounds.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
John did not arm wrestle. John was like, okay, I'm going to do everything so slowly so you all can watch and learn. He was like, he stopped the guys. He waited. Do you guys see that? I wait enough time. And then he just rise up. And then he's like, you know, he doesn't say that. He doesn't look at crowd, but he's making sure that everyone understands. And then he opens his hand and climbs and then puts his shoulder behind. He's like, you know, hey, kids, do you follow me? Yeah, this is how you're going to do. You know, it was just like, incredible. It was like a seminar, you know, like live seminar at the highest level. And then whenever he won, it was like, just think about the championships match of NBA. And then the last second shot, you know, 3 points. And whoa, you know, when he won, the crowd went crazy like that.
John's he's otherworldly. He's bloody unbelievable. It was an outstanding performance. I mean, he had to feel bad for Petrenko, but you know, I mean, he got overlooked and he's exceptional, but he just got manhandled and it was bloody impressive. As typical John, it was just what John does. That's why he's John.
Neil, did you follow when we asked Prudnik, you at 115 kg, Petrenko at 115 kg, who would win? He said it would be a very close match. So yeah. John versus Prudnik at 105 kilo is a very, 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 very good match. Trust me.
Well, Rossi Benjamin's come in with a super chat and just put John versus Prudnik. He'd love to see that match happen. I think a lot of people would probably love to see that match happen. You never know. It's one of those matches that may happen down the tracks. You know, there's definite opportunity.
I told Prudnik, I said, listen, if you ever go 105 kilo, people are going to remind you how you told Devon that after he loses against you, he's going to go down 105 to go on Garbe. Now, you're going down.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it really is. E-Hawk 42. Devon, which super heavies would you like to see cut some weight and contest you at 115 kilos?
Well, and I'm not really like, I love that 115 kilo class. I feel like I feel like I can probably safely and comfortably operate from like 225 or 231 to like, well, 253 was perfect. But I mean, if I needed to even go heavier to meet somebody, like if Dennis wanted to meet at 120, or if he could make 115, that'd be incredible. Dennis to me is like my best option. I feel like that is the match that would excite me more than any other.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of super heavyweights that I absolutely must arm wrestle before, regardless of weight category I'm in. Another one that jumps to mind really quick is Gennady Kvikvenia. Like I want to make sure I get
What a match!
Yeah,
I mean it's a classic match. I'm not sure whether Gennady would want to lose weight though.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, look at I want to spend time in this category. Like, I want to live a bit closer to where I'm supposed to be. But I would arm wrestle Gennady. Like, I'll have to find it. It's just like when and what's next, I don't know. But Dennis, Gennady, there's a lot of people. Even Ferret. I saw Ferret and I was like, I've never arm wrestled him. These are people I've never arm wrestled, and I think that I have to do it,
Yeah.
Yep.
Neil, don't you think that it is a shame that both Gennady and Devon has been like part of arm wrestling for like internationally 20 years, and they never met each other?
Well,
So
I set that match up for the WAL, mate.
Imagine
it was going to be on the cards for the WAL, and COVID took the world.
Imagine that someone like Gennady, so versatile, but he can pull in ugly positions, unlike Prudnik, and he is bigger, he has more horsepower, and he has incredible endurance, and then Devon is the same way. I think that match, I expected Prudnik to resist longer. Yeah, but
everything was taken away from him, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Opportunity to do that.
Because Prudnik said that he's gonna pull hours and hours and hours, even if he's put in bad position. But after first round, looked like he was not as good as the round one. But no. I don't think it will be the case with Gennady. I'm not saying that Gennady can beat Devon, but I don't think that match. I think it will be very long match. I don't think Devon will dominate him either.
It's a great match. I mean, Ray, who would you like to see from the super heavies who could potentially meet at a catch weight versus Devon?
Pretty much everyone, I think.
Any favorites?
No. There's a lot of matchups and all of them kind of make sense. Devon showed that he is. Yeah, why not? I think
you got to think about who can get down there though, because a lot of the super heavies are super heavy.
No, it's like catch weight. Catch weight.
Oh, catch weight. Oh, no. Yeah.
But yeah, like I think it's the hard thing is to figure out who's the next guy for Devon at this point. To be honest.
Yeah. But Devon, like, question to you: are you going to go back up to the big weights? Because I know we had talked in the past.
I don't really want to. Really, it's really cool, but at the same time, like. I'm so happy and comfortable just to be at like 253. It's just very comfortable for me, and I know I'll be able to do it for a long time. I feel like every time I'm like killing myself to be like 275.
I also think your frame's big enough though, mate, that you might not have to.
I personally believe that you shouldn't have to, and that's just kind of from like your body of work and everything else. Like at this juncture in your career, you shouldn't have to come back up. Like if somebody wants
but there's matches that I want, like, and I agree, Paul, like, I think I'm probably at this point forward going to spend the most of my matches are going to be at 115 or below. I think that's what I'm looking at. Like, I think I will be at 115 or below from this point forward, but there will be matches that I can't say no to. There will be some I cannot say, like if a Dennis match is proposed, I probably can't say no. And like a Gennady one, I mean, it's not that I can't say no to Gennady, but it's inevitable. And there's a couple other people on that list as well that are super heavyweights, and I don't expect them to cut to 115 to do it. So there's definitely, I don't plan, I'm not stopping arm wrestling or anything, but as far as I'm concerned, Levon Saginashvili is the open weight champion. And it's just, and I like to be considered the champion of something if I had that option. So I like lines in the sand now. I don't like the thought of pulling open weight division when I know that it's just, I have no business and I do not want to arm wrestle Levon. I'm not making a run at the open weight title. I'm not doing it.
What about dropping weight and cracking Ray at 85 kilos? Getting stuck into Ray over 6 rounds.
Oh, this guy, Ray?
No, yeah, when Rowley smacks Ryan. What about that after that match?
Listen, if Ray can beat current version Ryan, then maybe I'll like raise him up in my books a little bit. Right now, Ray to me, I don't know. I don't know if he can beat current Ryan. If he can beat current Ryan, then yeah, I'm coming down. 90 kilo catch weight.
Stephen O'Keefe's just come in.
Extremely
Best of 99 rounds.
I feel triggered, and it's past my bedtime. I gotta leave, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Rolly, catch you soon, brother.
Bye, guys.
So, Stephen O'Keefe has come in with a super chat. He's put Devon and others. What's your opinion on Brzezinski versus Prudnik? Devon, who would you pick? Having pulled both men.
What's that? Brzezinski versus Prudnik.
Dave versus Prudnik?
Brzezinski.
Oh yeah, 105 kilo. Super match. But not 115 kilo Prudnik. 105 kilo Prudnik versus John is a very good match. Very good match. Trust me, after I watched Petrenko versus John and then Devon versus Prudnik, I came to the conclusion that 105 kilo Prudnik versus 105 kilo John is a very, very, very good match, my opinion. And also Gennady versus Devon most likely will be one of the best ever matches ever. I mean, for sure. That match, it happens that people will say that, like same as, remember, John versus Ferit in Vegas? I think that match, maybe not the same style, but probably because since it's a super match, most likely it will be even better match that people will never, ever forget that match. That's my opinion on it.
I like the match with John and Prudnik. I like it. I think it's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah.
Who would you pick?
What's that? It's close. It's a good match. It's a very good match. Yeah. Hard to say. John has his advantages. And so does Prudnik. That's a good match. That's a very good match. And I'll tell you, if John wins it, oh my God.
I mean,
oh my God.
It is mind-blowing if he won it. Bloody ridiculous.
Mind-blowing. It's and listen, if John can beat him at 105, I will go to 105 and pull John.
No, he's gonna kill you.
I'll kill John. I'll murder him at 105. I don't want to get this started. I love John Brzezinski.
Kill you.
Listen, don't.
You can only kill him when you are like much heavier. Much heavier. Same way, he kills you.
You believe this guy? John doesn't even believe it.
No, John believes me.
No, he doesn't.
I talked with him.
You're the only one who thinks John Brzezinski can beat me at 105. You're the only person in the whole world.
Ray, I can show you video. Ray in Germany, you ask. You said,
Ray?
He said that. You said, I'm the only one. I'm giving you right away.
Ray doesn't know anything.
Yeah, see now we have
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know anything. Listen, normally you trash talk with other people on the calling and not the same person you're on the call with.
See?
So Engin's forehead taco, very active tonight. And he's come back in with another super chat. How incredible is Morozov? Can we get Hermes versus Morozov next? I think Engin's just answered that, mate. Devon, what a masterclass. Great job to all involved. This terrific event. Unfortunately, mate, Morozov's taking some time out. That match is coming, though. When? We don't know. But, you know, maybe after next summer or whatever, but it is coming.
Another thing I want to add before you say, you know, Devon, for many years, I didn't see him closely. Devon that I saw, like close, live, sitting by me and training later on, And during the competition, he was already up here, but now he's up here.
Yeah, he's high level.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
very high.
Like whenever you see closely, and then like that guy is really like, it's not because he's here or something. All day I give him a shit. All night. All day. But seriously, I need to say this. That guy, I don't say anything that I don't believe. But this guy is seriously special.
Oh yeah,
And
no limits.
He was top 10 best of all time in my book. After Prudnik victory, top 5. It can be second, third, fourth, fifth. I need to think about it, but for sure, is.
Well, whatever you do, Engin, don't start pushing that 105 John match.
He's
Don't
gonna
do that.
kill you.
Don't do it.
I said from second to fifth.
Engin,
I never
I'm
said
telling
first.
you, do not put that match
The
on.
58 years old man
Don't do
is
it.
gonna kill you.
Don't.
I'm gonna ref the match. You won't be able to cheat.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it.
You are scared. That's why.
I'm not scared.
You are.
You don't want. You do not want.
Do you know
me to
what?
do it.
What happens that if 58 years old John beats him? Wow, he's again out of top 5.
So Pele Kamladen with a super chat. He's put, will there be easily available tickets to future East versus West at the actual events, Engin? Will you start to look at selling tickets going forward?
Tickets to be. Can you get to East versus West easily and get the tickets?
Tickets?
Like, to go and watch it live.
Yeah, another person asking whether they can come and watch it.
There's no tickets.
Oh, did you hear that? There should be tickets. He said that wrong. Yeah, there's gonna
That's
be
the
tickets.
point I was making earlier. There should be tickets. I think
Yeah,
you can fill
there's
the
gonna be
entire
tickets.
auditorium.
No. They
no,
pay.
There
but
is
it's
tickets.
Yeah, at the
There
door.
already is tickets
Show up.
if you're abroad.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah,
just go and
there'll be some kind of a pre-order probably,
Yes.
and then you can get them at the door.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you got
I
you
mean,
got
people
X
talk-
amount of hundreds of seats. Sell them,
Mhm.
and
That's
let's
true.
make the next one like even more energy in there.
Yeah,
you know?
that would be good. There's no doubt about it. The more energy in the room, the better. Definitely.
We talk about arm wrestling not being a spectator sport, right? But like what we're doing here with
Everybody's
these
saying that you gotta sell tickets beforehand.
catered ribbon.
Before, huh?
Beforehand.
Only. Remember, I said that if you win this match, I'm gonna set you with Rustam Babayev.
Yes.
I said that like half-heartedly. Yeah. But after I saw you, now, wow, seriously,
Let's do it.
wow.
Let's
I
do
mean, yeah, I mean, like he said that he's in his best ever shape, and I had never seen him that big, that strong, that confident. And you were like, seriously, I know Irakli Gamtenadze. He's my good friend. I respect him. He's very strong, and I like him. Good person. Nothing against him, but you were really, really, really strong. You are very, very dangerous, and really, like you deserve it. You
Thank
deserve
you.
it. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
mean, you are incredible. Seriously, my friend.
Whoever you put me up against, I'll show in my best form. For sure.
Yeah. We will talk. There are options, but we promised to Rustam Babayev. You versus Rustam Babayev. You are very explosive. I don't know. We will see. The history is not written at home sitting. And you are real deal.
Oh my God, undeniable.
I will arm wrestle whoever you think is best. I won't question.
Undeniable.
I love that they everyone from East and West they have trust in me. That you remember Morozov said the same thing. Who do you want next? Is like whatever Engin sends me.
I like to be a soldier, not a general. I do enough of that in my real life. So you tell me what to do.
Paul, you are seriously incredible, and I can't wait to see you again at next event, my friend.
Thank you.
So
It's
Josh,
done you all right so far. You've won every single one. I'd be worried if I was the guy you Engin was ringing to say, "Do you want to face Paul Linn?" I'd be like, "Oh, if Engin's asking that, probably not."
yeah, I mean, him and Babayev will be really, really entertaining. That's a very good match to watch. Josh Hardison just coming with a super chat. But so Devon, how did it feel to get flash pinned by Prudnik in round 1? Obviously a fan.
Well, that never happened, so I wouldn't know.
American Cycling France Great name. Thank you all. It was an incredible weekend. Thank you, mate, for your super chat. Greatly appreciated. Joshua Musa. No, we got him already. That's been in once, and it's just repeated on my screen here. I think we may be caught up. And I'd say, guys, don't send any more super chats, just because of the fact that we won't be on here very long now. We're going to let people go in a minute. Z's guitar account, Engin and Devon, my favourite odd couple. Yes. They love each other, guys, really.
What was the name of that guy who just put the super chat about Engin's referees being bad?
Not that I've seen. Just let me have a look. I might catch up on it now. Devon and Engin, grumpier old men. Those two are a show to themselves. Let's have a look.
There's some guy saying that you got.
I'll get it in a second. Stephen O'Keefe has put worth a lot of money to me to if I could see Engin versus Devon, with Devon starting with his wrist cracked back. I don't think that'll be happening.
Well, I could be in a King's move then, no problem. We already went through all this.
No. I mean, Devon that I remember, Devon that I saw here. Paul, you have beaten Samusha, world champion, and Irakli Gamtenadze, world champion. When you beat Samusha, people said that he was lighter than you. But when you beat Irakli, you were exactly at the same weight. You were even lighter than your previous match at the East versus West. And when we asked to Irakli Gamtenadze how he does with Samusha, he was very nice. He didn't say he beats Samusha, but he said he's lighter guy. But you know the answer, what it means. It means that you progress a lot. And you beat two world champions. But when we talk about Rustam Babe, we are talking about 20 times world champion, many times Zloty champion. And we are talking about one of the top 5 greatest arm wrestler of all time. So that match, trust me, is the match of your life.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
I talked with Arsene Liliev today. He said that if you beat Rustam, he will be waiting for you in April. And then that is another one that, wow, what a challenge. Okay. Yes. That's all I want to say.
I'm just blessed to be spoken, have my name spoken amongst these guys' names. So I have no, I mean, I'll prepare to the best of my ability and do the best that I possibly can. I'm just honored to be able to even be at an event like I was just at and be able to be on a team with these guys. And that's something that I think goes with, like, from the puller's perspective, there, as long as I've only been involved in the sport in 6 years, but I've never felt a level of team and camaraderie in arm wrestling. It's such an individual sport. But like when John's pulling and when Devon's pulling and when Dave's pulling, like everybody's together. And the East versus West concept brings into play a real teamwork aspect and a real camaraderie aspect that is missed in arm wrestling. I enjoyed that more than anything. So just being involved in this stuff is huge. I love wearing the different colored shirts, and I enjoy that aspect of it almost more than the pure arm wrestling.
Tremendous.
Yeah, and one last question. How does it feel to be a national hero?
I don't know. It hasn't set in yet. I'm still getting through all my messages. Engin. I'm replying to everybody. It's amazing.
But you realize it, right? In your community, you are becoming national hero. You're going overseas and coming back to your nation with the victory. I know that feeling because I have won more titles and then come back home. It's a good feeling, you know. And I'm happy for you guys.
It's very surreal. It's very surreal. And that aspect of it, of like, all right, you're representing, you know, North America is really huge to me. It's bigger. It's bigger than just going to an arm wrestling match. I identify with it and I enjoy it greatly.
Good for you, man.
Congratulations, my friend.
So Alex Stavrianadakis with a super chat. He's put, great idea having Neil at the event. Oh, thanks, brother. He's put Engin. I'm sorry, Devon. He's put Engin. I'm sorry, but Devon will win at 105. Anyways, great. Watch out for Hustle Strap, Engin. Can't wait for my poster and next event. Keep rising, Dr. Alex.
Alex
Yeah. What
says he says that he apologizes, but I would beat John at 105.
Why would you apologize? You know, I mean, there's nothing to be. I mean,
Oh, he didn't want to offend you. He didn't want you to block him.
no, my friend. I didn't want to offend you either. You know, when I said that John is gonna beat you, don't feel offended. It's okay. John is also a nice guy.
But you don't
need to
say it though. You don't actually believe it.
You don't.
Remember how you said you believe
your money.
You remember how you said you believe the things that you say earlier?
Yeah, I told you. Remember? Do you remember that when you pulled John, we said that
you're not allowed.
It was the same way. It would be different. And you said you promised that you were gonna go down and you're gonna beat John.
As a Muslim, you're not allowed to bet, are you?
I have not bet you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And
no,
did I say I bet?
No, I was making sure.
No, I'm not gonna bet.
No, I wouldn't think you would.
But I mean, he's gonna, and I'm gonna make sure that you're not gonna
that'd be a good move.
It would be.
Yeah, but it still won't be enough. But
hey, I think the turning point, one of the biggest turning points of the weekend in the Devon and Prudnik match was when Devon offered his purse up in a bet and Prudnik turned it down. I was sitting there at the table and I'm like, all right, it's over. It's over right now.
Not only Devon, Jody went there too. They both went there for psychological pressure.
I know.
Yeah.
I get involved only one time. I told Jody, hey, listen, Jody, you are saying that, but Devon also pulling. I said, Devon shouldn't pull and Prudnik shouldn't lift his elbow. Let's straight this. But today, some people said that Devon cheated or something. I watched the match live, and then tonight I watched again by video and streaming video. And I don't think that Prudnik could beat him in any way, but this is my honest opinion. I wanted to say something to make him feel bad, Devon, but like, it's not it wouldn't be what I believe.
Are you telling me that I beat him?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did beat him, but yeah.
Hey, Engin, I might have a way out here. Av Cesar Ferit Akai has come in. He's put, I saw a video of Prudnik complaining to Hermes about the grip with Devon. He said his thumb was lost in Devon's hand since Devon climbed the top and the refs allowed it. What do you think?
I don't know. I watched the match. Maybe around what I don't know where it was.
It's true, guys. It's true. No. I totally cheated him.
No.
He would have beat me if I didn't cheat. I'm sorry. I cheated. I'm a terrible person.
You bastard.
I cheated in the. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, I will say something, and now Devon's fans will attack me, but I have to say it. when Devon get the foul for his humerus bone being down angle, I am the one that tell referee to that that's foul, and then he fouled. I shouldn't even get involved, but I get involved there, which I shouldn't, but Devon watched the video and Devon said, yeah, it was a foul. But I don't know how the ref didn't call it. But what I am just saying that wherever I see something clear, I get involved. But I shouldn't. The referees should take care of it. And I don't want to say anything.
I feel bad that I was able to travel all the way over and steal the match from Prudnik like that.
No.
Steal it away.
Listen, I will tell Neil, right after the match, Prudnik was saying those kind of things. But after the match, when we went to restaurants, like next 2 days, Sunday, all day, he was talking about how to beat Devon. And he said that round 3, what he did was the most effective against Devon, and he's going to work on that one. He didn't say that I was strong enough to beat Devon, and like if everything was okay, I would beat him. He was saying that you need to do something else to beat him, and he's gonna go and study that and train for it. So that is what Prudnik said right after the event and what Prudnik said after he calmed down, he was making plans how to beat Devon. He was not saying that, like, okay, just set the match like fair and I'm gonna beat him even how I am now.
No.
He didn't say that. He said he needs to do something different to beat him.
My advice would be that if he thinks he felt something in round 3 that would have made a difference there, he needs to give his head a wobble. Because no.
Because I'm massive. By the time
Well,
round
not
3
from
comes
that
around,
position.
I'm like twice the man I was in round 1.
While we were doing the commentary, you know, Ryan was talking about that in there, and I said, look, I think it's more about what Devon's allowing him to do and basically not going for the fast finish, making it more of a show than it necessarily needed to be. But you needed to throw him a set of rosary beads because it was dumb. It was just not a cat in hell's chance that he was going to win from that position. No way. It was over.
Neil, do you agree that Prudnik's wrist didn't handle Devon's pronator?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
I also feel like Devon was. I was surprised at how comfortable Devon was when the match turned inside. There was a little bit of sting taken out of Prudnik at that time, but not much. And I actually feel like Devon had the arm strength as well in there, which was, yeah, that's very impressive. Very impressive. It was very impressive.
I mean, even in the hook, round 2, he even stretched Devon to the winning side, his winning side.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I don't know.
Too massive. Too big. Too big arms. Too many
Orthodox.
bicep curls. Too much bench press. Triceps. Triceps. Too much. Too big. Too huge.
So-
I think that what I realized again is I realized that, you know, we need to give him what he deserves. We need to say, yeah, I also criticize, you know, the movements and things like that, but I didn't see any possibility Prudnik winning. But again, I am saying that Devon's shoulder went below the down angle. I told ref, you know, this is what it is. And Devon himself. So what I am just saying that don't call me biased for Devon or something, neither side. I don't really care. All I want is fair competition. But if I know about arm wrestling, I don't think there was any way Prudnik to pin Devon 3 times.
Not the other day, no, not close.
No, I just didn't see, you know. I mean,
Another day, you never know. But on Saturday night, it wasn't close. You know, it was a lot bigger gap than I thought it was going to be. Spermy's ass is creamy. Thanks for your super chat. He's put, Devon, you did all us Canadians and CAF vets proud, dude. Well done. American Cycling France with a super chat. Thanks for that, mate. He's put, I had chills when John went through Petrenko. The audience was on fire. Bell Powers with a super chat. Engin, you need to get Richard Lupkus to the next event. That will make it even better with the same puller, Levant, Dennis, Devon, John, so forth.
Richard, I already reached him and invited him. He said a very kind way. He said that he is not available. I also asked Dave Patton. He was also very kind, very nice, but maybe they don't want to travel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know how it is, but
Paul Maiden's larger third leg with a super chat. He's put nothing but champions in this joint, and yes, the energy in the crowd adds such an important element. David Toms with another super chat. But Geordie Larratt may be the best corner person in the sport that we have ever seen so far. Let's have a look. Ben with a super chat. Thanks, mate. He's put, we want Devon versus guys like Gennady, Aramis, or Kadetcha. Heavyweight, it's going to be too easy for him. And then a final super chat from Rob SCFC7. Have a beer, Neil. Thanks, mate. Greatly appreciated. Guys, we're going to wrap up tonight's show pretty much now. I'm just going to make sure that I've caught up on everybody's super chats, and we're going to jump off, let these guys get some rest and get back to their evening. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's taken the time out to check out tonight's show. I want to say a huge thanks to Engin for a truly awesome event, mate. That was great. I want to say also Devon, Paul, Ray, everybody that was at that show. It was fantastic to be with you guys again. Great time. Really, really enjoyed myself. It's like a bloody big reunion.
Neil,
It's been
it
too
was
long.
our show. We all together. The best part of it, we were all together. Wherever you look at, you were seeing some greatness.
It was fantastic. Even seeing Gary Goodridge, mate. I haven't seen Gary for 18 years, Engin.
Yeah.
18 years. The last time I saw him was at a Pride event when he fought Don Fry. It was 18 years ago. That's a long time.
Gary Goodridge.
Oh, Gary Goodridge. Oh.
Yeah. So too long, and it was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed being there. Thank you for everybody who checked out the show. You know what? We never gave the poll results. The winner of the poll results. What match did Ray get fully lit in? And the right answer, fuck off, Neil, you fat knacker. We won that poll with 41%. That was.
Neil, we need you for the legend category. Just choose your opponent.
Need to get bloody stem cells in this wrist. Is what I need. Get some stem cells in this wrist, and then you can set me up with a few.
And we need
Devon
you
at
in Arm Wars, Engin.
Yeah. I pulled Devon at 150 kilos. Losing no goddamn weight. It's super heavy. He doesn't have to put on weight. He'll be okay. We'll start every match in straps, and I can have Geordie come up and terrify my fat ass from the other side of the corners. We come up and shouting, "You probably die." Last Phantom's just come in with a last-minute super chat. Why no running fouls, Engin?
We will discuss about all this.
He's been, Devon's been on him today. Don't worry. I think that's it. We're caught up, guys. If you're not subscribed to Engin's channel, get over there. Do it now. If you're not subscribed to Lethal Arms Apparel, do it now. Surely you're all subscribed to Devon Larratt. If you're not, didn't you know he's the heavyweight champion of the world, mother? Get over there and get subscribed.
I don't think there is nothing more like than this. Like Prudnik is for sure the best in the world. He was best under 15 kg. No one close. And I'm afraid that Devon may be holding that titles long time. I hope not, but
take some beating. He's going to take some beating. Abs is off. Barrett, Akaya, Engin, Terzi is our precious. We love him. Getting a lot of love, Engin. Remember, guys, it's still available if you want to go and check out the East versus West 5. 6 hours plus of amazing arm wrestling for $15.
Buy it.
My God.
Buy it.
Can I also say, guys, if you are not subscribed to Arm Wars, get over there. What are you thinking? Get over and check that out. See our very own Rolly Ray. Film came out on Friday. Ray Lipinge pulling in the final of the left-hand battleground against Bogdan Stoica.
Did we go by the bridge or not?
Check it out. And if you want to see a load of behind-the-scenes stuff from East versus West, become a member. £5, you get to see all the behind the scenes from East versus West. It's all on the Arm Wars channel for Arm Wars members only. Flawless Luchadors, Beans with last minute super chat, and Devon's classy finger. You missed my super chat, mate. What is that super chat? Let me find that. Devon's classy finger.
We're lost, guys. Sorry.
No, we are not. We are not. We just should take a short way.
Sam G789, Devon should get a tat saying R.I.P. Prudnik next 11.
Yeah, we came in lower, yeah.
Kirsten Prodigy's coming with one. Devon beating Prudnik with no training and prep. Oof. I don't know about that. He's been arm wrestling more than any man.
That's not true.
Anywhere, off the couch, easy day.
Table training.
That's how dominant I am in the 115 kilo.
Table training.
Just anybody, anytime. 115 kilo is a joke for me. It's a joke for me.
Big grunt goats. He's put, just tell Geordie Wagner is a very lucky man.
Kidirgale Ungarbev is going to kick his ass.
No.
Here we go. Big Grove Goats also.
Ungarbev kick his ass before he put Kurdesha. 2 days before, he beat him like every time, 20 times.
Oh my God.
20 times. He accepted. He beat him that time.
How long have you got to drive in this car now? You lost Engin. You've got all this time to get stuck into him. constantly, mate. And you sat behind him. Rear naked choke.
Buy into so much European propaganda.
No. He's
Big
gonna
Grove
be
Goats has put, who else on here was happy when Engin was so happy at the end? Congrats, Devon and Paul. The John match almost made me shed a tear. Devon, you're a legend. You versus Hermes, please. It'll never happen. Adam also blew me away. And Sam789, thanks for your super chat, brother. Really appreciate that.
What's that?
You said we needed to be on the right side back there.
Sean Crowler in the passenger seat there doing a bit of direction.
Where are we going?
We're going yellow.
They're lost as hell.
But where in yellow though?
I mean, anyway.
So make sure I ain't missed any more super chats. Couldn't bloody find the one I was supposed to find there. Oh, you god. Devon's classy finger, mate. Send me a message with your super chat on, brother. Because I cannot find that goddamn thing. Let's have a look. How do I go back up? Let's have one more look. Then we're going to wrap up this show, guys. Because we've been on here forever. It's like 2 hours in. Nobody wants to watch 2 hours of that face. Guys, we will call it there. I want to say thanks for everybody checking out the show. If you're not subscribed here to Supernatural Strength, please like, share, subscribe, tell your mates about it. Have it tattooed on your floppy dog. And until we see you next time, mother fluffers, take it easy, peeps.
Yep. Thank you.
There we go. I think
I was going to jump